Alright, Merry Christmas. Today I thought I'd do something a bit more interesting. I'm gonna do a product. Since it's Christmas Day, I'm not gonna fool around like I normally do. Today we're going to do a pocket watch, which I thought would be interesting. Got some nice detail going. I'm still not sure how I'm gonna do the case of it, which has all the embroidery and all that stuff on, but I thought the rest of it would look pretty cool. So let's get started, shall we? Still haven't set up this project, but I might as well do that now. So I can go call this pocket watch. Generally, I wouldn't do this on a live stream because I feel like it's just a lot of effort, which I don't need to go through, but it's Christmas, so I thought I might as well. I need one for references. I should play a little music in the background, which you won't hear, but then I'll start singing to myself and it'll just seem random. Let's go there. That one and this one. We only need two, I think. Awesome. Hello guys, good evening, Merry Christmas. Where am I? Dun. All right, let's get started. Now, how long do we think this thing is? 4 centimeters, I would say. Let me just put it on my wrist and see. Total thing will probably be around 4 or 5 centimeters. We'll go with 5 centimeters. Ta-da, now. This music's on 2% and still too loud. I'll turn it down here. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. I'm making a pocket watch, my duty. Dun, dun, dun. Usually I'm worried about these things failing, but since it's a product, I'm pretty confident in it. Those things I can nail down. If this was like animals or something like that, I'd be a bit nervous, but this is chilled. How can I get this chat to pop up on one tab without me having... I can just pause my live stream. What if I go here? I could just use this tab actually. I don't know if it works the same. Come on. Merry Christmas, my dude. I just need to pop up this. All right, so this is how big the whole thing will be. Thickness could be an issue, but we'll worry about that later. Turn it, come on, turn it now. Nice thing about this is that I don't have to worry about cylinder rotations. If it was a watch, I'd have to worry about where the arms come out, but this is nice and round throughout the whole thing. Pretty simple to do. 22 is fine. Again. I think I actually have a pocket watch lying around somewhere which I can measure, but I'll never find it, so I'm not going to go looking. I think that's right, around that length. You can adjust it later if it's wrong. And then this needs to go down. Issue with this photo is so much depth of field, so I can't actually see half the image. I need those shadows and lights so I can see how you can tell the depth. But I guess it doesn't have to be perfect. So sad, so sad. Dun, 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 dun. These gears I think I'm just going to import from my other projects, because I just think that's unnecessary time taken up. Again. We can go on forever. Is there a way you can use some noise as turbulence or wavy noise in volumes with Octane in order to make something more natural, foggy? There's actually a tutorial on that. If you looked on YouTube, you'll see. I've seen a tutorial on YouTube where they make like foggy clouds using Octane. It's a nature tutorial. It's a tutorial on nature renders, and I remember seeing that. Now, it'll bump up here, probably go around to there, and then another bump here. But I believe this goes down in this section. Maybe this is too much. Let's go less. Then here there'll be another bump up. We aren't stop. We are one. We light up the sun. Now I need to worry about depth, because this could all be super flat when it shouldn't be. I could improvise and just go off the reference. I feel like this should be bigger or higher. So, like that. And then I think this section here. Octane. Something like this. Maybe we take these three. We can go on forever. That, and maybe... How can we do this bottom piece? I actually don't know what the back of this thing looks like, so I think we'll do a line here. And then this part here, maybe add in a line there. Where's the other image, other reference? This one. Oh, okay. I see what's going on here. So here it slopes down. It's not actually what the real thing looks like, but I'm not going to go through that effort. So, then we need the let's start with the little line thingies. Dinner not decided, oh, I can get enough of it. I think that's close. One. And then here we can go 8 times 2 times 2. Duplicate it and then put in number. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So good, thank you, my mates. And I'm not a man of violence. Where is this thing? There. I can't feel it. Then we go, what do we want to start on? XII. No, let's not do that first. Let's first make sure we get our scaling right, so let's do that. Okay, so the actual number reaches around this point. I also need to make sure this needs to be very defined, so I think I'll just do this so I know it's there. Okay. So this number needs to be, what if I'm looking away from far? I think that size is right, so this can go 1. Around the ends. I think that's around the right size. Then we can move this in a tiny bit. I'm not a man of violence. Okay, so size is looking close, but something is still off. I guess we can break the rules a bit and not be perfect here. So we'll go 1, 1. I think that's fine. Cool. We can adjust the small subtleties later. The gears. That's actually not what's bothering me the most. This section here is bothering me the most. Here, I think what we'll do is separate these objects. So tell me that you're wondering. I got fish in my head. I'm the best. Not even close, dude. My boss thinks I'm retarded, so clearly I'm not. To him, I can't do anything right. And then this, we need to maybe go down. Yeah, you wanna be. I feel pressure in my head. Yeah, I remember the days when I used to worry about geometry like this and all the light bouncing inside. Now I just don't care because my GPU can deal with all that nonsense itself. I used to optimize so hard back in the days. Oh, good times. Get rid of this line. Cool, that one's fine. And then we need to check this one as well. Okay. So that's what I'm trying to go for. A little gap and a little gapachy there, but I think a bit more of a gapachy, so that might be too much. Something like that. I guess we'll see in the render how it looks. Then I think this thing should be thicker. So I need to push these faces down and probably make it wider as well, but we'll see. Yeah. So down a bit and then wider. So this line, let's do this line first and see. Okay. Let's go find this other project to get some gears in. What was it called? Mechanical watch? I've done so many watches, this one. I've got different versions of this as well. I think the studio one's the most recent. Where's all this gears in here? Mechanics. What don't we need? I do want an element, something like this, but I don't want this exact one. I think I'll just get rid of it. But I do need something like that. I'll get rid of that. What's going on here? I don't know what happened. Dun, 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 dun. What's the function to connect a model to another scene? So you can change the model but not risk touching the animation. Use something called an xref. So, for example, you can take a scene like this, open a new one, add in a xref, pocket watch. And then I wouldn't animate this, I would put this inside of a null. And then you can move it from there to there. Now it's moving. Then in your actual project, I can go add in a cube. There you go. That's what I do, at least. I guess there's different ways of doing it. And you can still animate different parts of it. You'll see this project, not this one. Don't remember which one. Was it this one that I animated? What's the most? I remember I did a project that had some crazy animation going on in terms of controllers and stuff. I'm sure it's client work. Let me just go through my folders here and see. Could be Maestro. One row, Swiss. Was it this one? No. I'm gonna try. Yeah, I think it was this one maybe. So this is an xref, which basically I can go and edit the watch. Go add in a cube. And then if I save it, cube will pop up here. But I still have full animation control of all the parts and stuff I get. I don't remember which scene it was, which had all the stuff coming together. But yeah, xrefs, bro. Da-da-da-da. How many projects did I open? But as I was saying, this thing, why is it back? I thought I just fixed this. Set 4. Where's this thing going wrong? Forgot how to find this inside the Espresso tab. There's clearly something off there. Anyway. You're welcome, my dude. Just needs to go down, and what's the best way to scale this? I guess we can be sloppy and just do this. This thing doesn't even need animating, so it's fine. Cool. No. Actual thing's axis is off. That's so strange. Be in the shoe shine boy. That's all right. Cool. So make sure this is ticked off again. all should be fixed. Still something really off. Yo, I might even just delete this thing. Sort of trying to fix it. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Get rid of it. It's taking too much time. Dun, 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 dun. Cool. Kind of handles do we have? Handles look pretty simple. They look a bit annoying though. Don't want to just import them because then what's the point in doing this project? I'm just importing everything. I think these two objects here. That one. These two can move over to set 2. Cool, what's going on here? This thing needs a hard edge here. So do that. Like that. Then we can add in a loop here. Add in a loop there. And there. And what else was I gonna do? I feel like I was about to do something. Oh yes, this text. Dun, 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 dun. I still need to remember to change the actual numbers. That'll be embarrassing if I finish the stream and the numbers are wrong. Still feel like this thing should be even smaller. Let's go very small caps here. 0.2, and then we can drop this down even more, like that. Okay, I think that's the whole base of it done. Gears and stuff, you can always just change around later. Make new ones if we have to. The lid, I didn't think about that, but I guess it's going to be open. We can have the lid come out there. So create a new cylinder, go 1, 1, 22 subdivisions is fine. How big is this hole though? I think the hole should be slightly bigger, slightly smaller than this gap here. Like maybe 90 is fine. Then lid can go like so. This thing's actually quite thin. Like that thin. On the run. Bum 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 bum. Down. What's the best way to rotate these? No, let's not do it that way. I can just move these lines actually. Move this down here. Dun, dun. Oh, I had a strange feeling that was happening. Every way I go. Hope that's not happening across the whole model. That'd be annoying. Okay. Then you need to keep in mind that this thing's metal and not glass. Whenever I deal with lids, it always is glass. So this mosquitoes. Scale out. Everywhere I go, I will miss you, dear. I wonder what brand we're going to use for this. Maybe I should make my own brand for this project. That does not look right. I think more space between the lines. Inside part should be tighter, outside part should be more round. Let's go off the reference here and just make it look better, because this looks horrible. So we need a line here and here. I'm going to be perfectionist. No, let's not be perfectionist. Things look more real when they're off, so just do it by hand. Do there, there, and then maybe we can just start with one line. Just keep the symmetry here. I think that's fine for now. And then this thing also needs a bend, so maybe do this. Dun, dun, dun. Still feel like we need more of a bend. I could add an extra line. I think we'll do that. So here we'll add in a 50% line, like so. dun, 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 dun. That looks okay, but I need to make sure this thing follows it correctly. Maybe up and then scale out a bit. Kind of like that. Just don't want it to look like there's a bump there. And this edge looks okay. I think we'll add in a loop here and here. And then might need to do that here as well. Even though I've noticed recently, not recently, but I've noticed these don't really make a huge difference on the final render look. Anyway. Okay, so that's the cap. Feel like this needs to be higher. Let's just do this. Okay. Then connect and parts. This is me getting a bit more detailed than I have to, but I'll go and do this anyways. Dun, 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 dun. .3. Does that scale look right? I think it looks right. Then duplicate, make editable. Get rid of the faces. Let's not do that yet. Let's separate these two. Being in the shoe shine, boy. Cool. Then, yeah, that looks kind of right. Maybe 3 or 2.5 middle ground. Then we can just make a little hatch looking thing. This is all small, so it doesn't have to be super detailed. Probably all be blurred out anyways. That, maybe a bit more on the side. 1.5. Go 2. This thing actually sits on here, so I should move all of these. This thing goes like, sits somewhere like here. Then this thing comes out. So you can do this. That's too much. Yeah, that's fine. I'll go double, so yeah. I forgot the inside. Cool. And this part, you can just make a fake latch. Don't even know what this thing looks like, I'm just improvising. Oh, I need to make sure that I'm not having these caps ticked. It's gonna mess up my geometry and I'm not gonna know what's wrong. Be careful. Be careful. I think that looks alright. Let's go and add in this lid here. So we need to go. I should really start organizing this project, but dun 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 dun. Okay, I can't actually see how this thing clips on this image, so I don't know how this thing actually works, but you can always just improvise. Let's add in a extra small cylinder, just a little detail. Can reset that rotation. want something sitting like here. Now it's going through that, so maybe above. So then it can extend to there. Okay, this part here, you can just make a fake little thing. I don't want this to look. Let's do this. And I feel like I should get rid of these bottom faces here. Is Cinema 4D is very than Maya? It is very than Maya, yes. This thing can go like that. Then maybe like that. Okay, then good thing I made this little hatch thing here, because I think this needs to go down here. So I guess we can just, let's do lines. Let's do this. And we can extend this down. I want to add in 2 lines, but I don't want to mess up this geometry. Can I add it in without causing issues? Cool. But now this looks off. It's not smooth. Does it look fine far away? Kind of looks like it shouldn't be there, to be honest. I think I can scale it in here, maybe. Let's do it like this. And here I can take these up, down. Leslie. Dun, 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 dun. Let's do this. Lastly, what did I just do? Well, select the. Oh, maybe I hit optimize here. I need to be careful of that. It's the best way to do this. I feel like there was a better way. Dun, 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 dun. Small details will make it look a bit more believable, since I'm just improvising in that section. I guess we can start getting some lighting in. I still feel like this section here should be higher. Do I want to move everything up or just move everything else down? I think I'll move everything up. So these we can move. We can move all these together. That and the mechanics. Should be focusing on this face here though. So select, ring select, and yeah. So fill. Maybe a bit down. Yeah, kind of like that. You need another line here though. Yeah, so that and then up. What's up, my dude? Merry Christmas. Yeah, I looked at your profile and your Instagram profile, and I saw you had some watches on your wrist, bro. Okay, now I'm starting to get an idea of how the scale of this thing should be. Oh, it's tricky. I think this watch is too big in terms of width and stuff, but kind of don't want to mess with that right now, because then I'll just I have to adjust everything if I get everything done. But I guess it doesn't have to be a perfect match to the real thing, so we can just take the text now, move it so it sits properly. Still need to do the handles. I think everything else is fine. Maybe this should be lower. I think we'll know when we put the hands in, so handles, hands. We need a cylinder. 0.1 can go with 8, 0, 2, 1, 0.1, 0, 1. Go 10. No, 10. Okay, so I'll take the part that comes out here. Out the side. Dun. Now, how far does this thing actually come out? Comes out to like there. There. So that means this whole circle here should be a lot bigger. Maybe like that. That looks a bit more accurate. Is that a mosquito I keep hearing? I keep hearing this buzzing noise. It's annoying. Maybe there. Then, how do we branch out this section here? Is the question. Let's do this. Can add in a loop in the middle, and then yeah, and no, I don't think I need to do that. We can do it this way. We'll loop here. Just trying to think what's the best way. Do that. That. Then we connect these two. Hopefully this thing forms a circle. Doesn't have to be perfect. And it's right. Okay, there's already something wrong here. I don't know why it's squaring out like that. I don't know if that'll work. That's one option. Or we round it out this way. I don't think that'll work either. You can do that. Another option. I think this will be the least painful way of doing it. Okay, that's good enough. And I'll just take this and scale it out a bit. Like so. This endpoint here thing actually goes out quite far. We'll make two versions of this. So here we need symmetrical loop. Need a loop there. A loop there. Then we need to cut a hole in the middle so we can get rid of these. I remember there was a way where you could just fill all the polygons in the gaps between. I remember doing it before, right after complaining that there wasn't a way of doing it. But I've forgotten again, so. Having a sing ahead. This lid here is actually getting annoying. Get rid of that. Cool beans. Guess the scaling of my text and stuff is acceptable, so I can just add in the proper numbers now. Should start organizing this project. Where's that object I hid? Hope I didn't delete it. Pretty sure I wouldn't have done that. There. Will be a lid or cap, whatever you want to call it. This thing. Call this lid and then just call this top. Just so that we have control of this. Okay. I'm not going to close this thing, but just want to make sure it, no, it's completely wrong, but it doesn't matter. It's not going to be closed anyways. Now numbers. Xi, then it goes I, I, I. Dun, 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 dun. What's happening? Oh, just need to watch out for that. I think I'm going to fix that now before I forget. That should be capital. I don't think I've ever used the stitch and sew tool. Probably used it before, I just forgot about it. I actually don't know what it does. Is this the right way around? Something's off here in the ordering. X should be there. No. IX should be there. Yeah. That's what the actual reference looks like, at least. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. There should be an extra number in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is very, very subtle, I'm noticing. But this number here should be slightly thicker. Go down to 12. This one makes slightly thicker. Attention to detail. So you can duplicate this one, make this one bigger. 4, 3, 4. Boolean. Oh, well. What am I doing? Okay, let's redo this. So, got this one. We've got this one. So we want this to stay, but we want this one to be Boolean. So take this, put in a Boolean, so like that. And this will be our mask. So this can be 4, 4, 5. Then the mask will be 12. Should be working now. Bam, 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 bam. Just want to make sure I have render instances ticked on. But for now, we need to fix this issue. Bam, 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 bam. Interesting. I have a feeling I know why this is happening, I just don't remember why. Guess I could just do this and then... No? Yeah, I'll save the live, my dude. You can go and do whatever you want to do. Hmm. I remember fixing this before, I just don't remember what I did. What if I add geometry to it? So... Bam, 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 bam. Oh, no. I wonder why that works. That's strange. Well, thanks for that. It's a good quick fix. Then we need... God, do I really want to go through this effort? Let's do it. We've got a lot of time. Cylinder. One, 5, 1. Here I should go 12. I think I'll go 12. Or maybe 14. Cool. Beep, 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 beep. Bap, bap, bap. Yeah, like that. How does this look on the reference? I think I'll make this overall shape a bit wider. And then here I can add in a loop. Then just to make sure things are symmetrical, I can add in 3 loops. In, out, in, out, in. Okay. These go, only these go in. And then all of these go in. Well, your first message was retracted, and that's why I didn't see it. And then you said, I'm already God in Cinema 4D, but there's any YouTube channel that I follow to learn more. Don't think 3D related, no. Let me see if I'm subscribed to anyone 3D related. I haven't watched a tutorial in a long time. 3D related, at least, in terms of modeling and animation and stuff. I do sometimes watch tutorials here and there if it's on something really interesting, but there aren't any tutorials that are advanced enough that are actually out there and free for me to watch. In 3D rendering, no. I do watch a lot of stuff on 3D rendering, like talks, lectures, things like that. But I don't watch full-on tutorials like click here to do this and that. I can figure that stuff out on my own. I do watch tutorials like that on new topics like photography and stuff like that. Let me see if I actually subscribe to anyone 3D related. No, I watch After Effects tutorials and compositing tutorials, stuff like that, not 3D. Hopefully you're satisfied that I answered your question. What was I doing? This part here. Maybe to there. 50%. And this can go much wider. So like that, and then like that. I'm glad. Now, if there's anything I do learn 3D related, it's not in 3D itself. It's in photography, cinematography, and concept work. If I am learning anything about 3D work, it's from watching other people's 3D work and talking about it with people I work with, like my boss and stuff like that. But I don't really watch tutorials and stuff anymore. Should be a line here, a line there. Maybe one here. there, there, there. That looks about right. I feel like this should be a slightly harder edge. Kind of like that. This part should be much bigger as well, so get rid of these. Maybe, and okay, no. This should be rounder actually, so I should get rid of that line I just added. And then maybe push this back? No? Why is it so hard? Get rid of this one. Anyway, this should be like that, and I don't think I want to spend another hour just working on this section here, so I think I'll just make it something super basic. How do I make this thing look real without it? I think it's actually super small for the object. I think this thing should be a lot bigger. No, something should look too big. This is where scaling can really mess up your render. Huh? I don't know. Should probably get rid of this should probably just get rid of this because it might just cause more problems than help anything. I don't know what to do about that. Anyway, we might as well start setting up rendering knob. Don't know what this thing's called. And this goes under top. Mechanics, let's call it gears. And then these face. What happened to the text? Why do I feel like I deleted the text? That would be really annoying. Maybe I should go back in the stream and find out if I deleted them. I think I did. Oh. Fade in, fade in. Okay, so this is where I was doing text. Then I realized I was using the wrong layer. Save me now. I'm falling to pieces. I deleted it. Nice. I'm a genius. I have to do that again. Wow. Please tell me I kept an autosave file. Oh, fantastic. Autosave file is kind of outdated though. But it's better than nothing. Cool, let's just make sure some of these things are the way they should be. So this should be 0.02, that's all fine. Middle, and then last time I forgot to. What did I forget to do last time? Anyway, I think this should be slightly higher. 8. Cool. Then we can do this again. So this should be X. Where are we starting? We're starting at XII. There we go. I. I. 1, 2, 3, 4. V. IX, and then X. Then the order. So okay. Order. This goes there. Am I shifting it the right way? I think so. Oops. This X should be there. Oh. I just want somebody. Yeah. Oh. Face. I just want somebody. I just want somebody. Actually, I don't like how this is not the p-value. For me to stay 2 miles away. Too bad you changed. I wanna know you. You can go on the cloner, transform tab and rotate everything. I know that. What am I looking for? Oh, we got some scale issues here. I think we'll, yeah, that's annoying. Oh, the scale of this whole thing is off. I think I'm gonna get rid of this because it's just being annoying. Going through the floor there. I just turned off the wrong thing. Knob. Just give my PC a bit of a break so long. That. Oh, it's annoying. Be lazy since this is a stream. Just do. So I'll group all of that together. That'll be a good center point. Hold on. Scale it. That's the best way. .4. And then we can just counteract that. But here I actually wanted this thicker, so maybe go 0.2. Oh, scaling. Oh, it's annoying. Still feel like this face should be elevated more. I don't know what it is. Let's make this thing less round here by selecting these faces, ring. Like that. Inner ring, we need the gears, the face. That's all. And then this one a bit more round, so maybe scale out, push down. That'll look a bit better. Aligning the Roman numbers. Well, I know you can do this, if that's what you mean. I thought you were talking about doing this, which I didn't see a point in doing. I guess, where can we find a calendar? Calendar. Need a nice high-res image. I know I have one somewhere on this PC, which I used in a previous project. But I'll just get one right off Google. It doesn't have to be perfect. Assets. Should really set this backup timer to be shorter. Where's this thing? Since I have a lot of space on this PC, I don't need to worry about using up space. 15 minutes. Pocket watch. I don't like how some numbers are colored. That's gonna mess up the render. Anyway. What should we start with? Haven't done this type of scene in a while. Guess I'm. Merry Christmas. Hope your Swedish day is going well. My sister's Swedish. No, I haven't really had time to experiment with these new Octane materials. But I'm going to trust in him. Let's do scale first, so... Yeah... That scale kind of looks accurate. Now let's use this one. Let me get my mind right. Oh, not happy here. This thing should be facing. Everything is alright. Right. Is there a seam there? I think there is. Hmm. Okay, let's go with triplanar. Dun, 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 dun. Still feel like this roughness is too strong. Oh, and you sneeze again. Let me get my mind. 0.8. 0.8. Could you give us a short explanation about triplanar textures? It basically removes the seam. Because when you have cubic mapping, you'll get a seam. If you're doing things like cylinders and stuff, there'll be a seam. So triplanar basically allows you to blend the two. Well, puts a texture on every single direction, and then you get to blend them together so that the seam's gone. If you do what I just did, you'll see. Metal. Basically a cheap way of texturing if you don't feel like UV mapping and all that nonsense. My PC is feeling a bit laggy here. Octane 4. Oh. I might be using high priority, that's why. Let me just turn this off. Octane 4 has been using more of my GPU, so it's been struggling. It has to power a couple of screens, stream and render, so I don't blame it. Cool. Should have more room to breathe now. Face. So this will be our numbers. This will be our face. Numbers can go black. I should actually just call this numbers. I call this face. Make another one for the gears. hole in a... I don't like this roughness here. Probably get rid of it. Okay, so then why are some of these not working? Still some left. Use this more. That one. Still more apparently. Those two. And the last one is fine. Cool. Cool beans. Can apply metal to that one. I feel like this thing should be darker. I don't trust this new metal system. I have no idea what this stuff does. Oh, I see. Interesting. What's this do? So if I adjust this, nothing. I don't want you. I just trust this thing more. I'll get rid of that. Maybe drop this down. Let's give this thing a color correction. Kind of the direction I'm going. Anyway. And the sun goes down. I wonder what lens they used in this photo. Looks like it's something a bit wider. I don't think that is 36mm. Looks more of like a 70 or a 50. I just got a new 50 for my camera, 50mm lens, which is exciting. I feel like I'm gonna do a lot of photography and videography in 2019. Didn't think I'd ever enjoy that stuff. When I started doing photography, I thought it was the most boring thing in the world. It's basically like 3D, except you remove everything. You remove like 99% of it. You're just left with actually taking the photo. But lately I've been enjoying it a lot, so these things are meant to be black. I need to be paying attention. Some of these should be silver as well. Yeah, can just go remove saturation. Feeling in the night. So make this one silver. That one. Singing out low, singing out low. Good job, man. You're best teacher. Thank you. I've been torn between making a separate account for photography, having a separate account for 3D, and then having a personal account. That just seems like so much work, though. I'm slowly shifting off the 3D stuff for my Instagram and doing a lot more photography. Because I don't think I need my Instagram for business anymore. But I also don't want to completely remove it because it could be useful in the future. Oh, so many choices, so many decisions. This thing needs to be 0.1, I think. I think that's a good enough to get a bit of roughness going, but not too much that it messes up the just a slight amount of bump. I think the scale may be too small, actually. I think I should just... where am I? I'm here. There. I think we'll swap this out with a 6K. That might solve a bit of issues. And then scale it up. Or maybe just use a different texture, because I feel like that's the issue. Let's scale this up to 3. try a different one. Can't tell a difference. Love it. Oh, we can feel that tiling now. Guess it's far away and you won't even see. Okay, I'm gonna stop trying to compose it like the actual image, and I'm just gonna do my own thing. How do we want to do this? Like the favorite tuts on YouTube. You're welcome. This thing can be our focus. Oh. There we go. Yeah, I was gonna go and do a whole lot more in texturing, but I'm kind of getting tired. Just trying to decide, why does this thing not have a texture? You put the good and the good in the good life. Why is this thing being difficult? Jesus. Thank you. Thank you for cooperating. It's an interesting composition we can do. Do something different. Da-na, 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 da-na. What can I do with this thing? You put the good in the good in the good life. Eh, 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 eh. Option 1. That'd be an interesting thumbnail. Your message. Why these messages get retracted? I don't tell this thing to do this. Honestly, don't care if people are advertising on here, but for some reason YouTube always filters shit out. It's annoying. I think this would be a best thumbnail. I need to get rid of that noise. I kind of want more detail on this as well. I think I could just copy this bump texture from... Where was it? Numbers. Copy. Paste. Bring out a bit more detail. But now scaling again can be an issue. Like that, and then we can drop this down 0.2. Go 0.1. Who are messaging I? Benton. Cool, getting some detail going. Might even go 0.75 just to reduce it a bit. I'm just saying you could do better. So now if you look here, there might be more detail. I don't like this one anymore. One looks too flat. But I could add this bump texture onto the gears as well. And then onto the silver ones as well. Yeah, you can go for so many different types of shots. Just the colors itself makes it look good. It's like red, silver, and I wonder if that red will clear up there once the noise is gone. I'm just saying you could do better. I actually don't know if there's anything else I want to do with this model. I was gonna go and add in I was gonna do these circles here. This section needs fixing. I was probably gonna do something on the top as well. Then I was gonna go and add in this chain, but I don't know, I'm tired. I want to sleep. I guess this is a good thumbnail, so you can just end it here. Though I think it needs to be doing more on clearing these up. Maybe I'll bump this up to 60. I'm just saying you could do better. I am playing background music, I'm just not playing it in the stream. One, I don't want to get copyrighted, and two, I've done that in a tutorial once and someone said it was annoying, so just decided to leave it out. But I could in the future if people really want me to. Now we can start getting playful with parts. So this thing is the best angle for this one. Well, just completely disappears. Get an even composition, have one facing this way, and the other one can point that way. Want a balanced feel, so I don't like that. Maybe facing this way. If I had an object there, I could like point at it, that would be cool. But I think this feels a bit more balanced. Well, there's lots of ways you can do the same. No, back up. And then I went too out of myself. That should not be purple. I should be doing this in post, but just for this angle in particular, you could sort of adjust it to the shot. Do a little cheap color grading in here. A lot of ways. I think if there's more detail in here, this would look a lot more interesting. I think it feels kind of empty. But I don't feel like going and just duplicating things around right now. That one I like. This one's also cool. This one's better because you don't have to worry so much about what's inside there. Yeah, you kind of do. You need more gears going on. Guess it doesn't matter where they're placed. I can just duplicate some right now. They're not really animated, so they don't have to work together. Just do this. No. Do this. Down. Can take this one. Don't want it to be too much that it feels very messy and noisy though. I think we need just one more element in here. I don't know what to duplicate. Let's take this one. Now let's look at that same angle and see if it feels a bit more filled. Still need some stuff in here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and take this one. Am I? No, let's do forward and delete. Let's do these. I only have ZBrush. Can I use this for mechanical designs and organics without using Max, Myers, and 40? I believe you can model using polygons and ZBrush. It's mostly known for sculpting though. It probably can do it. I just don't know if it's strong with that or not. Hey Andreas, Merry Christmas. It took me a while. I was like, where do I know that name from? Then I saw your profile photo and I instantly remembered. Nulky, my man. See, now from this angle, I would want this pointing somewhere else. like maybe like that. I don't know. Like that or like that. I love you. Yo, dude, you should see my PC now, dude. You're gonna be so jelly. Oh God, it's beautiful. That's all I can say. Can still probably only run Dota at 20 FPS though. Why is there a keyframe here? What's this keyframe for? Get rid of all these keyframes. This object. Oh, that's what it's for. Dun, 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 dun. I want to kind of get it on a frame where the gears all switch, and then I can maybe add in some motion blur. There. Forgot what the shutter speed for this is. Let's go 2.5. Let it refresh. Okay, let's go up then. I don't know if this is even working. On a one-way trip to you. I might as I don't know. Thinking, I don't know if you're still on stream, Milky. I was thinking of maybe downloading Dota quickly, but I don't know. I have to download Steam and download Dota. Don't know if I feel like doing that. Don't think I will. Why is this thing not popping up? Does it have an object tag on it? It does. So the motion blur should be maybe it is working and it's just not popping up correctly. Get rid of it then. It's like I think this is the new thumbnail. Get some of that denoising in. I think this is meant to be ticked on in the camera imager. Artificial intelligence, eh? We are blessed. Let's see. On a one-way trip to you. Let me take you for a ride. And it feels like yeah. You can see here there's some polygons that need smoothing. This whole scene needs a lot more reflections going. It feels flat. I don't know if I have an HDRI that can help with that. I actually do, but I don't feel like doing that. I like the colors, I don't want to mess the colors, is all I'm saying. But this, I'm noticing this is yellow, this is orange. But I don't know if anyone will notice or care. Let's go copy this all across and see. Paste. I don't know if I like that or not. Let's go back. I think there's a sweet middle ground I can find. 0, 3, 0, 2. That might be it. Let's go copy, paste. Yeah, the reflections on this though. Maybe I can go visible, reflections, refractions, and then mess with these. Bring in another one. No, I probably need something big like a theater, or I know I have station, metro station. Something bright and reflective like that could work in a particular situation. Let's try cafeteria. I actually kind of like that. Wait. Once it rendered a bit. I think I'm regretting it already. No. Get rid of that. God, I think this will be the final. I wonder what my GPU temperatures are when it's doing all this at the same time. God damn, it's like hybrid cooling levels. I love it. Let's see if this looks okay. Once it's denoised a bit. Yo, I'm hungry. I need to eat. Cool, I think this looks good. Yeah, I think this project is, this one's not done. There's a lot more that can be done, but a lot of it will just be tweaking. I'm just going to fix this quickly because it's really getting on my nerves. But other than that, I think this project is mostly done. A lot of things like scaling and stuff can be fixed, which I would do if it was a normal project, but I'm just feeling tired right now, so. I think that needs something like so. Reuse. That. Maybe add in another loop. Wrong image. No. This needs scaled in. Select. Fill. Scale in just slightly, like so. That subtle difference has just calmed my nerves a bit. About to freak out. Yeah, I think that's done. Might do a little Photoshop. Let's see. How long will render take? Render take. Can maybe do that in this live stream here. Can go with 1280. Use denoise. Pocket watch. People are asking me to come out now. It's 11:30. Minutes. P pocket watch. Jesus. People are going out now. Making me feel like I'm being lazy. People are going to work. I'm sitting here in my comfy home. You know, it's annoying. Making me feel lazy. Could go to sleep, or I could go out and take some action. Dun 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 dun. It's crazy that my 3D is like 30% of my life, and sometimes it feels like it's all of it. And it's actually a small part. Color correcting. Let's go do some quick adjustments. No, it's not doing that. I'm being an idiot now. We need some brightness. We need some contrast, and we need to remove some of these highlights that are coming in now. If this thing works like Lightroom does, I should just do this in Lightroom, to be honest. Let's do that. Get to see some of my beautiful photos. Pocket watch. PPP pocket. 5:30. Put the gas on me. Uh, 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 uh. That's a bit too much, actually. Let's drop. Oh, no. Let's do that. This should be white. Probably best way is. No, I don't like that though. Maybe I can adjust it. Can I get rid of these blues here? Yeah. You think I want to make that silver. It's a beautiful thing about 3D. You can always just change a part out. If this was photography, that would be a lot harder to do. Boom, let's do that. And maybe make that one silver as well. That could also be silver, but let's take a look now. Yeah, I think that's alright. Just this one's fine. Maybe this one as well. Okay, we can go silver there. Let's go silver here. I need to be careful when it replaces in Lightroom. I need to make sure I click the right thing or I'm going to lose all my settings. Let me just copy them quickly. Oh, skies are going out. I feel so lazy. Oh. Okay. The fuck? How's Russell in Beer House? Has it rendered yet? Nearly. I forgot to re-render it. That's funny. It'll reset itself now. Don't worry. I can see my work and say that you think of them. I would be grateful. Are you asking me to look at your work and what I think of them? You can go ahead and send them. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram. You can send them through that. But I'm gonna end the stream in like 5 minutes, so if you want to do it, you need to be quick. No, it's supposed to be doing this one. Why does it? Oh, this thing is a separate object. This thing should be rounded, I think. I don't know why it wasn't in the first place. I think I had a different object up here. Yeah, okay, so do that. Bevel this, 3, and then we can make that silver instead. Then we can re-render. Now it should prompt me to. Okay. Oh. Okay, so here's the button. I need to make sure I click the right one. I feel like this is the wrong button. Let's just. Oh, fuck. Well, I learned for next time. That was the wrong button. So if I go here, I should have. No. I don't know what's going on. Did I make the right choice? Why is it not? Oh, it's annoying. Anyway. Let me know if you send your stuff on Instagram, eh? Because I got a lot of messages there and I can't really go look through them. A lot of people asking me, my Cinema 4D is black, how to fix? Well, that's stupid stuff people send you. Ah, now that's not silver anymore. I'm just wasting time, so if you don't want to watch the stream anymore, you can just click off. uh, okay, one more render. Wait, before I do that, I need to make sure this thing updates. So, you can go copy these settings, we can go remove, then we can go import this thing again, because import photos. Ugh, let me just drag it in rather. Paste. Cool beans. Now we can replace it, and this will be the thumbnail. Xenel. Sir, click on this button, sir. Answer them. Tom Folders. I hate names like that where it's just slightly shifted around and you just say it wrong and you struggle to say it. Folders. Like this one guy's name. I forgot what he's called. What's his name? Simon Fiedler. I keep saying Fielder because it's supposed to be Field. His name's Fiedler. So annoying. This is not what this object looks like. Yeah, I made a mistake there, which is my bad, but anyways, it doesn't matter. Okay, so this should have updated now, I believe, unless it's created a new file. No. So, are you going to update or not? There we go. So now what happens if I press the other one? Okay, that happens. So it replaces it, but I need to paste these back on. Cool, new thumbnail. Onto them, so click the buttons. Oh, for the black screen. Yeah, people ask me stupid questions. I'm surprised I still answer a lot of them. Well, most of them, 90% of them, just Google it, is what I answered them right now. So this will be desktop. But I hope you guys enjoyed the streams. I will probably put this up on patreon.com/ArthurWhitehead as well, since people might want this for whatever reason, but yeah, I think I'm going to go to bed now. Well, I'm going to go to bed much later. But I'm going to do other stuff now. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, I'm hungry. Been eating fast food lately. Too much fast food. 250. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to end the stream. Have a good day. Shall see you guys soon, eh? Hope you guys enjoy.